What's going on? What's going on? New video today. Today I want to talk about how porn tricks us of the negative things that porn does to our brains. Number one, I'm going to say that porn, it makes us to when we ejaculate, it forces us to release dopamine. And the problem is that our brain doesn't know when we are releasing dopamine through sex or through ejaculation. And it seems like it's nothing and we can take it for granted. But when you take the route of watching porn and ejaculating through jerking off, fapping and things like that, it seems like it's not a big deal. But ejaculating through watching porn and releasing the dopamine that way, it's like living in a dream world. When you're looking at porn scenes, you're fantasizing. The people on the screen are actually in reality, but you as a person, you're in a dream where you're fantasizing of that particular act, that particular sexual position, or that particular woman that's turning you on. But it's not reality. You know, being a grounded person, you know that when you live life with rose colored glasses, when you live life not looking at what's actually in front of you, the world passes you by. And when you come out of that fantasy, that dream world, you can be like 2, 5, 10 steps behind of your development. And then you have to do a lot of catching up. And what happens is that you find yourself stagnant and undeveloped. Now, going back to porn, when we take the route of porn, we are not working on our skills. Maybe it's a particular woman that you want to have sex with. And it's not even about the sex, actually. It's about working on the social skills to actually make those things happen in life. Now, I'm not for actually trying to get into the porn industry or even trying to live that particular lifestyle, but this all goes with you working on your social skills, working on your people skills. If you have problems with women, just getting out, socializing, working on your confidence. Because watching porn makes you complacent in those areas that you need to work on, and it holds you back as a person. You're also releasing your semen. And when you release your semen constantly, your dopamine levels are going up, but your energy is still draining. And when you're constantly ejaculating, you're making yourself less motivated, less energetic to go out and chase your goals, just constantly ejaculating. So we're already being tricked into giving up our energy into a fantasy. And then once you come out of that fantasy, you're still unsuccessful. You're still not developed in those areas, and it keeps you going back to the porn scene because you're still going to be that failure. You're still going to be that loser. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but you're not going to be successful in going out and making yourself a better version
Number
of
two,
yourself. Porn keeps you in a lustful, carnal state of mind. And when you're in that lustful, carnal state of mind, you're going to make bad decisions. The little head is thinking over the big head, or the angel and the devil that's sitting on your shoulder. You're most likely going to go more with the devil because he's going to entice you with your weaknesses, with sweets, with pleasure. But in the long run, it's going to hurt you. And it's a dangerous state to be in, being in that lustful state of mind, because we start to break down barriers. We start to break down boundaries and start to do things that we wouldn't do in our logical state of mind. It's like postnut clarity. It's like postnut clarity. After you ejaculate, maybe you was with a particular chick and she enticed you with her body. She enticed you with the makeup. She enticed you with her curves and her tight dress or sundress or yoga pants. But when you ejaculate, you start to look at this particular woman, not in not every case, but you start to look at this particular woman realistically. Like, what can she do for me? What is her purpose? Why did I do that to myself? And you start to feel
porn
bad.
is
Very evil. Once we get into that evil state of mind, you start to not realize what's going on in front of you. And nowadays, porn has scenes like banging my mother, banging my sister, and that's very evil. That's a very evil thing to do, to even look at your siblings or anybody that's taboo in the first place. But when you're caught up in that state of mind, you're not even recognizing the scene. You're not recognizing what's right in front of you, and you are committing sin. You're going against the Bible. You're going against whatever spiritual beliefs that you have, because we shouldn't look at our siblings or anybody that's not our intimate partner, like that's not in our family, in a lustful way. But when you're caught up in that mindset, you don't realize what you're doing, because if you really read Leviticus 18, it tells you that that's not something you're supposed to be doing. But porn is like, it specifically goes right against what things like the Bible says, and it's very evil when we find ourselves sinning and don't even realize it because we're caught up in that lustful state of mind. When you're constantly ejaculating, even just having sex, sometimes you just need to take a break, because when you desensitize yourself from constantly doing the act and releasing your semen, you're going to start to always chase that stimulation. It's kind of like how porn stars, they are just going through partners after partners after partners, and when you're constantly addicted to that act, you constantly need that stimulation, and you start not to appreciate, the people or the person or the thing right in front of you. The more you do it, the less it's valuable to you. If you notice, when you take a break from having sex, if you take a break from even ejaculating, say for instance, even when you relapse off your semen retention or your nofap, you that first relapse, and I'm not saying do it, but you realize that your ejaculation is much stronger, your erection is much stronger, your sperm count is much better. And that's also your masculine energy. It's like you're recycling your whole sex drive. You're recycling your whole masculine energy, and it's making you more powerful. Number 3, I would say that it makes reality seem like it's real. When we look at these porn scenes, you look at these guys, and they having all these partners, and you look at your own life and you're not getting women like that. You have to understand that this is a world of people with the same frame of mind, same maybe family background. Maybe they come from broken homes. Maybe they just rebellious and their life is just out of order. Their priorities are just way off balance. And then they come into this world that maybe they're just sexual addicts as well, but they come into this porn world, this porn community where everybody's on the same page, and having sex and walking away and just getting paid for it is the norm. They also, after so long, these people also start to lose their soul. Porn is really like selling your soul away. And these people are soulless. After a woman has had so many sexual partners, she can't even pair bond. You see these people having so many sexual partners, and you try to go out in your reality and you try to do the same thing, and you realize that it's just not like that. Even dealing with one particular female, it's trouble enough. She's gonna be giving you the hot and cold treatment. It may not be the right day. She's gonna be dealing with other guys as well, and you find yourself being a beta male, throwing yourself into her orbit of other guys, and then you don't even realize that you're lowering your position as a male and causing yourself to be disrespected, trying to keep up with what you see in a porn scene, or what you see with a particular male or female porn star. He's getting all these particular partners, and you go out into reality. Even if you do get a lot of chicks, you have to get them attention. You have to put up with their emotions. If you do get a chance to have sex with them, you start to waste your time and throw your life out of balance. You start to waste your money. You start to waste your time and your resources. And you may just even catch a disease just trying to do these things, because that's a world of different type of people that's in their own community, but it's not reality. Because even those people, if they came out of their porn world if you notice, like when porn stars retire, it's not the best retirement. And I'm not talking about everybody, but some of these people commit suicide. Some of these people, they overdose on drugs, so they just have an overall bad reputation because it's a reality that you don't want to live. That's my video. I hope I wasn't all over the place. Just hit me up in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'll be back with a new video. Peace.